Hey, this is Richard. Welcome to All Point Lab. Who do I have today?
Hi, my name's Alex, calling from LA.
Alex, what can we help you with today here on On Point? What is your pressing travel question?
I watch a lot of TikTok videos about finding good deals for points, but oftentimes they're for flights from the East Coast in New York or out of O'Hare. And being from the West Coast, I was wondering if there are specific airlines or specific cities that I should be flying out of or to. Ideally LAX, but also can get up to San Francisco as well.
Yeah, not something that I hear pretty common. A lot of West Coast people say, "Hey, Richard, I don't really feel the love here." Yeah, I absolutely hear you, man. How many points do you have?
So I have points from a couple of different spots. So I have, I think, 45,000 United miles. And then in Chase, I have maybe 75,000, Amex, maybe 60,000, Bilt, maybe 10,000.
All right, so the goal here, Alex, is to have the most Bilt points out of everybody else, right?
Of course, and I'm getting there slowly but surely.
So, I mean, where do you want to go, right? Do you want to get to Europe? Do you want to get to Asia? You got the head start of us on the West Coast, and there's actually some pretty good deals to Hawaii and Asia. Like, where's destination number one for you?
I mean, if you're asking my girlfriend, she would say Paris, because her family's from there. But I also would love to go to Asia, especially Japan. So kind of up for either, looking for good value.
So here's what I'll tell you. A few deals with the points that you have and coming from the West Coast. Number one is Flying Blue promo rewards. Have you heard of these?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so every month, Flying Blue, which is the loyalty program of Air France and KLM, right, they come out and they say, hey, here are 10, 15 specific routes that have discounts, and they're always to Amsterdam or Paris. And if LA, San Francisco is on there, I mean, Seattle is what we call like a battleground city, right? There's no airline that has complete control over the Seattle market. So they always put sales into Seattle. I know that's a little far from LA, but if I was going to tell you, hey, you can fly from Seattle to Paris nonstop for 15,000 Flying Blue miles, you'd probably be willing to position up there, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, so Flying Blue promo rewards is definitely number one. Second, Virgin Atlantic. They charge a very reasonable amount of miles to get from nonstop of LA and San Francisco to London. We're talking like 12,500, 15,000 miles one way, which is a pretty good deal. So Virgin Atlantic, definitely something that you want to look. Those are really kind of the two best programs I would tell you to keep an eye on if you're looking for a deal. Now, I mean, if you want to go over to Asia, man, like it's just so, again, LAX being so competitive, right? Everybody flies there nonstop. Again, you want to look at Flying Blue because they're SkyTeam partners. So you have China Airlines, you got China Eastern, you've got Vietnam Airlines who's starting service to LA if they haven't already. And they have some really great deals. And again, you can transfer pretty much all the points you have over to Flying Blue and book these SkyTeam partners. But they have a month's calendar of availability, right? So you say, hey, my dates are flexible. I can travel anytime in the month of, call it March 2024, making it up. But you go there and you can see the entire month's worth of availability, right? That says like, okay, I can pick these days where there's just such an awesome deal. There's just all kinds of deals, so use those flexible travel tools.
Awesome. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And in terms of time frame, how far out should I be looking?
Yeah, you're asking the magic question, man, that everybody wants to know, right? What is the best time to book flights? Dude, here's the short answer is the pricing algorithms for airlines are way more advanced than anybody is ever going to be able. Like they know when to sell tickets to make the most money, and there is no short answer anymore. So you can look 12 months out, but maybe those prices are going to be expensive. I typically book most of my flights, believe it or not, between 3 and 6 weeks out. Now that makes a lot of people nervous, right? But I mean, the short answer is like you gotta go to Google Flights, you gotta set up the price alerts for cash fares, right? You got to look at these month-long calendar availabilities, and you just got to constantly keep on the hunt, right? Finding the perfect travel deal is like finding the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Like you just got to constantly be working and looking for it because there just is no great answer anymore of this is the best time to book plane tickets.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So when you said the Google flight trackers, so the price and points tends to correlate with the cash price of the ticket. So if I'm seeing low cash prices, the point prices should be low as well.
Very generally, that's a good rule to follow. That's not always the case. But yeah, because low cash fare, right, means off-peak time. Off-peak time means better award pricing for the most part.
Okay, awesome. That's great to know.
All right, you said your girlfriend wants to go to Paris because her family's there. I feel a little bit of aversion to Paris from your voice. Is that not number one on your list there in Europe?
No, I'm super excited to go. I spent a little time there, but being there with someone that speaks the language and is from there will be a ton of fun.
Okay, well, you didn't tell us your wife was the French national, her family. So all right, you have the inside track, man. You have all the great recommendations, and you don't even have to pretend to study French before, unless she's gonna make you do that.
Yeah, I've been practicing on Duolingo a little bit, but hasn't paid off too well yet.
Oh man, I've heard a lot of mixed things about that. You're gonna have to let us know if it's great.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate Bilt. So thank you guys.
Yeah, man, anytime.
All right, take care.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to drop us a like. And if you want more content like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you out there.